Alright, hello, this is Iron Bill. I'm back again. I'm recording on OBS. I'm changing my settings up here a little bit. I hope it makes the difference. I did a video already using MKV. I'm using MP4 this time. I'm hoping the compression actually works better. I've had some stutter issues and I'm just trying to resolve it. So bear with me as I shoot through this, and hopefully this works out and I can get back to a little bit more of a better overlay. Boy, that's taking some time to load, isn't it? Alright, so this is the Nightfall Adapt. It's the lowest version. I am running Bottom Tree Sunbreaker and Hallowfire Heart, and also the Supremacy Sniper. Very good sniper, by the way. If you don't have one, it's worth waiting to get. I hate that this guy kicked me over. He was trying to kick me off the cliff. Hate that. Hate it. Normally I leave. I decided to stick it out. I think it was the second or third time that happened today, and yeah, that's solo queue for you right there. Alright, so also I'm running the Calus mini tool, which you get from the Menagerie, which, by the way, is going away after this week. So if there's anything you want to hunt up in the Menagerie, this is the week. Two things that I went for in the last week, and I'm glad I did, is this mini tool and the Austringer. I love my Austringer roll. I love this Calus mini tool roll. And I'm going to spend some time this week actually running Menagerie and just stacking it up. Now, I'll probably have to clear out my vault again when it's over, but it's just fine. It's well worth it because this is the last chance to get some of these weapons. The Supremacy is a raid sniper. I forget which raid I got it from. I think Crown of Sorrow, but I can't recall exactly. I'd have to look that up. Outstanding sniper. Ran Leviathan last night, if you watched the video. And Leviathan has Alone as a God as a sniper, and it's a really good sniper. The disadvantage of it, though, is that you can't add mods to it the way you can this. I think mine last night, though, rolled with a handling masterwork. If you recall, in the Year 1 raid, the weapons that you got from it could be masterworked for a particular trait, but that's about all you could do. You couldn't add mods to them. That was before gun mods were a thing. And you could re-roll it to get the masterwork that you wanted, but mine came in at a level 10, completely masterwork, handling, sniper, and Alone as God is a good sniper anyway. It only has barrel modifications, though. You can't really change the sights on it, which is kind of a bad thing, but anyway it goes. One of the bad things about going after this kind of stuff now, particularly the snipers and the play that I'm trying to do, is, of course, short zoom snipers are going to get nerfed. Now, the mid to long range sniper scopes are going to be just fine. I think they're going to be okay, but for anyone trying to do snappy plays in the near, are going to have a harder way to go, and it's going to really increase the skill gap. And this is being done for PvP. There's no way in the world that this is being done for PvE reasons, and I know that opens a great big debate about, once again, we're getting nerfs because of PvP. But if you do play any PvP, you know just how annoying snipers can be. Beloveds, things like that. Omniscient eyes that are rolled right. They make some pretty crazy shots. Now, I think if perfect aim wasn't a thing, on PC, there might be less of a hue and cry, but all things considered, making snipers a little bit less in PvP is not a bad thing. I mean, if I was purely a PvP player, I would say, yeah, 100% I'm behind that one. I just wish it didn't have to hurt PvE, because snipers don't see a great deal of use in PvE anyway, just because there are just better ways to DPS. 600 RPM ARs, for instance, are just a better option for the most part. You can just run through anything, any content, just about with it at 600 in your hand right now. They're going to get taken down a bit, but I don't think it's going to be that much. It'll just open up some room once again in PvP, and this is another PvP reason to do it. It's going to open up some daylight for other weapons to be used and be competitive against Annoying Hunger or something like that. I wanted to pair the sniper and the submachine gun because it was going to force me, because of ammo limitations on the sniper, I couldn't just sit back and peck away. I was going to have to get in tight and actually engage, which is something I want to get better at. And I can't believe I ran by that heavy ammo there and didn't pick it up. I see it to the right now, and I never did see it at the time. Oh, I guess I did. Alright, so But all that being said, you can even snipe from this range pretty effectively with the Supremacy, which you'll see me do that something very similar to that here in just a second. Now my teammates here, earlier, I had, I did this a couple of times. I don't think I did it 3 times yet, but by this point in time, I had teammates that were pushing up into that area but couldn't stay alive. And I kept having to, you know, play so defensively. And I do play somewhat defensively anyway, because I never know what I'm going to get with a solo queue. But, you know, it's not like the PvE strikes vary that much. You know where stuff's going to spawn. You know where you should be and where you shouldn't be, where the safe zones are. And, yeah, it's just hard to believe that anyone by this point in time hasn't done the strike and have to know where that is. But something I've done with my loadout of late on the Titan, and for a couple of reasons, is I've run my resilience way up. Now you want to do that on Titan because your ability cooldown is tied to your resilience. And once again, we got a speedrunner. So collecting ammo or anything like that, reloading, probably a bad idea. I'm going to get locked out. Anyway, it's tied to your resilience on Titan. And it'll also help you survive. And you'll see me get into some situations where my health is just super, super low. But somehow I just managed to stay alive long enough to eke it out. I noticed it especially in PvP the other day. When I was trying to run the Austringer and the mini-tool combination, which I did about as effectively as I would anything else. Kind of surprised me because I hadn't run that combination in particular ever in PvP. So, but I digress. Anyway, back to the Nightfall, and we're going to move through this pretty quickly. The thing I hate about this boss is you cannot burn it down. I mean, it is a gated deal. And I want to be careful because I don't have a full load of ammo, not to put too many shots into it at a time. I have a bad habit of just wrapping them off and then losing a couple of rounds to immune. And I'm sitting at 13 right now after the first round, and there will be 4 rounds no matter what you do. It's gated that way. So this winds up taking longer than you want it to. Oh, and by the way, if you're going for 100,000, you can't do it at a depth. I mean, obviously, for part of the reason that you saw, you'll have speedrunners that if you're going to solo queue this, that'll just pull you through areas before you can kill all the ads. But on top of that, they just aren't worth very much. And you see right now we're at 30,000, 31,000, and we're about to beat this thing. We're 7.5 minutes into it. We'd have plenty of time to farm if we wanted to stay on the ads, but they're not worth enough, and 15 minutes would come and go, and there's just no way you're going to get it. So, and look at that, he throws at mine. What's he doing? It's not like this ever changes, fella. Alright. Don't want to beat up on people. We all mess up, you know. And you know, really, truly, it's not a mess up. It's just, you know, he just plays differently than I do. There's no wrong answer. What was it? There's no wrong way to eat an Oreo? Is that the old commercial? I wonder if I'm dating myself with that one. Just see that quick scope? That happened. Alright, of course it's a body. Now in PvP, if I did that, I'd be happy because I could whip right over to my hand cannon and finish off with a couple body shots. So the idea is to have a quick draw hand cannon of some kind, or a submachine gun that you can whip out right after your body shot and polish them off. The thermite grenade there really does close down the gate. I mean, I'm pretty much protected there, but I need to be careful because the ads are going to spawn behind me here in just a second. I know it. And you just look for that gap. I'm looking to see if they've got theirs up. They don't. Put a grenade on it. I'm getting flinched by the boss, but that's okay. I just love how crispy that thing feels. Alright, he had the right one that time. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 shots, and that's as far as I'm going. See, if I'd gone for the 5th, it wouldn't have made any difference, and probably he would have been immune. Does Nakra say he or she, by the way? I don't even know. an it. That's what we'll say. Alright, my teammate has come over to this side. That's fine because we're going to wind up having ads. Yeah, he got chased out. Playing up too tight. Knockers came this way too. Kind of have to back up under cover. You learn where you have to be. My thermite's doing the job up there, by the way. I think that's what it's called. The line there is the thermite. Anyway, you see the grenade. I'm going to have to write down what stuff is before I start. You know, there's something about putting your face in a camera. It makes you have amnesia. Alright, so I need another grenade. Right there. Right there. That's why you run your resilience up. Because your grenade is... Well, grenade... It'd be my wall, wouldn't it? Retract that. I think my discipline is high enough, though, that I get my grenades back pretty quickly. And the Hallfire part is the other part of this. As long as I'm using my abilities, I think I get my abilities back quicker. And if I stand in a sunspot after I kill something, then my abilities come back quicker, too. By the way, that's my third exotic of the day. They're double rewards this week on Nightfalls, so it's worth doing. If there are any exotics whatsoever that you don't have, that you're wanting to get, dude, just spend your time in Nightfalls this week. And what I would tell you in this last week before Beyond Light, spend your time doing those activities that are gonna get vaulted. Menagerie, some of these Nightfalls, get the double drops, make the most of it. With that said, this is Iron Bill. I thank you for watching, and I'm signing out.